Alright, are we live? We good? We good? Yep, it's getting every little awkward moment. You know, you never can time it.
Right.
I think, we need to just really be awkward from here on out. We just be as awkward as fuck for the first, 2 minutes that we sit down. And just see how fucking crazy we can get to start off the show each week. Hello, everyone! And welcome to this week's edition of the Just Two Marks.
Are you sure we're live?
What?
It's not showing up on my subscription. That's all I'm saying. It might be. My phone does dumb
No,
things all the time.
it says we're live.
Let me try to reboot it real quick. Cool. Internet, are you out there?
Yeah, we're live. We're good. We're good.
Well, my phone's being dumb
We're
today.
good.
That's
We're
awesome.
good.
All right. Let me just search for this.
Yeah. See, there we are. Well, you know.
All right.
Yep.
Go
All right,
on.
Go
I'll get caught up here in a minute.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I am the Athletic Geek, joined once again by Jedi Jason Kruger. Gonna recap some AEW and some NXT, and then do some TLC.
So many acronyms.
Have some TLC. Not gonna recap Raw because WTF. Oh wait, wrong channel. But if you've never seen the show before, this is the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. Jedi and I have been watching wrestling together for over 15 years. We love wrestling. We love sharing our love of professional wrestling with our passionate wrestling fans like all of you out there. However, just like each and every one of you out there, we're just fans. Our opinions are just like that, what you have, because we're not insiders, we're not wrestlers. At the end of the day, we are just two marks. We avoid insider terms because, Henley earned the right to use those. And what do you want to do first? Do you want to do the predictions? And there is no contest for TLC predictions because why? We want to do fun things for prediction contests like takeovers and AEW and New Japan. I mean, maybe for
Royal Rumble. I mean, it is
Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, stuff like that. Sure, but we would have maybe done something for Survivor Series if they would have announced some fucking matches.
No kidding. No kidding. Everything was hinging on what happened on Takeover.
Excuse me.
I guess.
Let's
NXT, AEW, and then predictions to close.
Yeah, let's. At NXT, we have a new cruiserweight champion.
We do indeed.
Yes.
I'm still getting my act together here, which is ridiculous. My phone's not working with me today. Merry Christmas, everybody. A few weeks early. It's coming. Got 11 shopping days. Woo! Okay. So, NXT. What's the interesting things? Yes, Leo Rush, lost to Angel Garza.
Yeah, good match.
New cruiserweight champion.
Really good match.
Nobody cares. This is still the there's developmental going on. So, Dakota Kai versus Mia Yim. How was that? I've really had a busy week.
Good little match.
Match. Kai doing that bad guy thing. Breezango exists. Good for them. Bianca exists. Good for her. The main event. How was this main event? Did you enjoy the main event?
I enjoyed it.
Awesome. I hear that our boy Finn Balor won.
Mm-hmm.
As he probably should. Although, nothing against the other two. But,
yeah,
I mean,
it's
I
just,
don't
know. It's just a really good match. I mean, Keith Lee. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if maybe they should keep Keith Lee's momentum up, but, Finn Balor is kind of Finn Balor.
As long as he didn't look like a chump in the match, it's fine.
Yeah. So the show was very solid.
Mm-hmm. Looks like there were two great things, pretty good, darn good things, and
right.
Developmental.
Right.
So to speak. Nothing
right.
wrong with it, just...
No, I mean, it is still a developmental territory, despite just having some of the best wrestlers in the world on it. So, yeah.
Cool.
Overall, it was a solid show.
I'm giving you the floor to expand since you've actually watched it below.
Well,
if you want.
I think I slightly other than the main event, I think and this is going to make me seem like a fanboy or a homer, I think I did prefer AEW overall by like a hair more than NXT. But that's just me. So let's just segue on into
Well, let's go on
AEW.
into AEW that was preferred by a hair. Okay, first off, why? 1 second, as I'm having technical issues here, it's trying to tell me about... There we go. Apparently I had a tab open yet from last week. I was like, no, that was last week. I'm positive of it. Alright. So... I don't even know who Alex Reynolds is, but I guess John Moxley defeated him.
He was a local talent.
Okay.
And then John Moxley won, and then
Chris Jericho.
Came out and tried to get him to join the Inner Circle.
Silly Jericho.
But there was no answer given yet. I don't think John Moxley's going to join the Inner Circle.
That would be the weirdest.
But I think that... I think if it were to happen, and I emphasize that if, really, really,
Right?
if, I feel like he wouldn't be a long-term member. He might just be kind of... It could kind of go into his crazy, without using an insider term, what's the word look like? Kind of the shade of gray in the middle character.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'll join the Inner Circle to kind of help destroy the Elite some more. But I don't really have any interest in being your friend.
Like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll join the Inner Circle and be bad, but
Yeah.
that's just because I don't like Kenny Omega.
Right. It's a means to an end.
Yeah.
He's not one of the real nasties. He has no alliance to the Legion of Doom, as it were.
Is Animal in AEW now? What about Paul Ellering? Heidenreich? He said no allegiance to the Legion of Doom. I mean, come on.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Right on.
Heidenreich. He's gonna march out to the ring and try to share his poetry with us.
Poem by Heidenreich, everybody.
With the librarian.
A poem by Heidenreich. Yes! Yes! Cody, if you see this, make that happen. Get Heidenreich on the phone, have him join the librarians. Yes! That's what we want. The fans demand Heidenreich in the librarians. Hashtag Heidenreich in the librarians. You know what I'm getting?
We got lurkers watching, but they're not commenting.
Yeah, because they're probably mad that I want to get this trending.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I spell Heidenreich.
Oh, brother, really? Heidenreich.
Yeah, that's too much, and I can't remember.
German. All right.
That's too.
The Butcher and the Blade had a match. You said it was decent.
Yes, it was a decent match. QT, Cody and QT Marshall. I mean, like what I thought was going to be just like laughable was pretty decent match. QT takes the loss in the end to the Butcher and the Blade. Beat down on Cody Rhodes. And then Darby Allin comes out and shakes hands with Cody Rhodes. So Cody has an ally to back him up with all of this. So
you got a friend in me.
Darby. Jedi looks like the Joker if he were a good guy instead of the killer.
Yeah?
All
right.
Don't put that evil on us, Eric.
I'll take it, I guess. I mean, of all the people... So I've now been compared to a good guy Joker and Pac. I mean, there are worse things.
Indeed.
I'll take it.
MJF interviews next.
MJF.
Really good interview. MJF is the best interview and the best villain interview in the business right now. No questions asked. Really took a lot of deep pot shots at Cody that few people we know are probably now bigger MJF fans, but for the most part he was getting booed tremendously by the live audience. The only real issue I have with it, and I know some other peers here on YouTube had similar opinions. When I was kind of thinking like, okay, and that's the big zinger it's going to end on, and I'm like, oh, it's still going on. Oh, that was another good zinger. And it's oh, we're still going. Okay. Oh, and there's a, no, it's going to keep, oh. I felt like maybe one too many, it's over, no, it's not, kind of things. So.
Right.
But MJF
like
did
the
mention
Young Bucks
that.
versus the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MJF did accept the challenge, but he said, and there's going to have to be some stipulations put in place. He will name those stipulations on New Year's Day in Jacksonville.
Ooh.
So makes you wonder what those stipulations are going to be. Probably something to do with Cody's control or his wrestling career, or MJF being the dick that he is, Dustin's wrestling career, or Brandy's wrestling career, or...
Yeah, not Brandy. She's in her own weird story.
Let's get to that!
You're hoping. That's what you're... next on my list is... the Dark Order asked Alex Reynolds if he was tired of being a jobber. I don't know what these strange questions are.
Yeah. You know, they're doing
cool, though.
They're doing really good stuff with the Dark Order right now. If they would have been, again, I stand by my comment, if they'd been introduced this way,
yeah,
it would have been so much better on them overall.
You mean as opposed to just appearing in the ring, the chance of who are you?
Yes.
Yes.
Too many villains on AEW? Well, maybe.
You got Cody and Darby solidly in the...
Cody, Darby, you got Kenny.
Freaking Jimmy Havoc is just kind of like Moxley, except...
Moxley could go both ways. You got Janela. Now we'll say Moxley has there's 4.
Luchasaurus for sure. The whole Jurassic Express.
Yeah,
the Luchasaurus
there you go.
The top.
SCU, there's 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, SCU is solidly good guys.
We said Cody yet?
Yeah, I think you already said Cody.
Yeah, we have. So I mean,
maybe
too many. Yeah, Young Bucks.
12 right there. That's not horrible. That's more than Raw has. Oh snap.
So I don't know, maybe, but on the flip side of things, with this audience, probably a lot of them. Best Friends, there's 2 more, and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, 15.
So yes
bad.
And no.
It's not bad.
They're playing more.
That's just just on the men's division. I mean, obviously Rio is about as.
I personally feel like they play to talent's strengths, and if there's more wrestlers whose strength lies in being a villain, then go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't force feed shit that isn't there.
Yeah.
You could argue that the Lucha Bros could be heroes. You could argue
Randy Orton, like every time he tries to be a good guy.
Right.
It's like, just stop.
I agree.
We like your finishing move. Just be a villain. We'll cheer when you do the RKO. It'll be alright.
Yeah. Or not.
Right.
But I mean, you could argue Lucha Bros could be heroes. You could argue.
Well, of course they could, especially Phoenix. I don't know, Pentagon.
He can be. He was an Impact.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you.
What? Yeah. How someone like that?
So I think it's just maybe there's too many villainous factions.
Maybe. I mean, the Dark Order, for all of its fluff, is a tag team with.
Well, on Being the Elite, they're teasing Michael Nakazawa possibly joining it.
Well, there's another person that would have.
Been on the hero, but still, yeah. Like on, he got. Apologize for the cough, guys.
Brandon Cutler. Mr. D&D Jabroni.
Yeah.
AEW Dark's favorite son.
Along with Kenny at this point, geez, he's been tearing it up on AEW Dark. Which I actually like that because, one, it makes AEW Dark destination programming.
Yeah.
And
It's
two,
not
for the
just-
live crowd, you want to send them home happy, put Kenny in the main event.
Yeah. I can't complain. The only thing I complained about with AEW Dark was the last episode I watched part of.
Sonny Kiss, he's a hero.
Sonny Kiss, yeah. The last episode I watched AEW Dark, they had Nyla Rose as the secondary commentator with Excalibur. That was a little painful. Like, you know how Jerry Lawler always used to justify everything the bad guys did. And Nyla Rose tried it, and it was like, no, stop. No.
Nyla Rose needs
It was a
more
try.
polish.
It was an experiment.
Yeah, I mean, like
she's
kudos
a
for
wrestler.
trying.
She's not a commentator, so you know.
Yeah, I'm
one of
not
those-
mad that. I'm just saying in general, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, that's what I think they're doing with Dark. They're kind of just experimenting because it is the YouTube show.
Well, it's Vicky
They brought
Guerrero-
Kaz in that one week.
It's Vicky Guerrero this week, or this coming week
Really?
on Dark. So
That will be interesting.
yes,
That might be good. I don't know.
or not.
I mean, it really could go either way. That really could.
All right.
I'm gonna be disappointed if I don't hear at least one "excuse me" though. Like, unless the big bad trademarked that, but I don't think so.
Right.
All right, so Hangman Page and Omega.
They had a good match. Really enjoyed this match.
Got a
Interesting.
win.
Interesting at the end for Hangman and Kenny. Kenny looked like he had the match in hand. Hangman blind tagged himself in, did his buckshot lariat, picked up the win for himself. Kenny looked a little perplexed, and then eventually just celebrated, going, "Okay, cool, we won."
Brandy Rhodes is
Which I don't know what that they're. I don't know if they're teasing more dissension with that or what they're
Right.
doing with Hangman, but it is what it
Gotcha.
is. And we got another comment here. Yeah, and you know what, and you know the kind of to use a bit of a comic book, you know, heroes are only as strong as their villains. So
Yeah.
when you see good villains and you feel the surge from them, that's good because that's more and more. That's better people and more people for the heroes to eventually
One
overcome.
reason everybody likes Batman is because his villains are fleshed out and
Yes.
right there in your face. You can name more Batman villains than any other DC villain if you're casual.
Yeah.
If you read everything, probably not. But you know, if you're
Well,
same with his freaking allies.
There's more Batman villains than like any other individual heroes villains. I think
Which
you know,
is understandable when you think about it, but
Right.
still.
yeah. But yeah, that's
Felt the same way about Spider-Man back in the day. too.
Spider-Man
It's like,
and
wow, man, you
yeah.
got a lot, you know.
the Marvel version of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say the only thing in the DC universe that comes close to Batman is Flash,
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
and that's
That's
it.
what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Green Lantern
Not familiar
Like as a
enough to
distant-
comment.
as a
Yeah.
distant third.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, Superman. I mean,
He's probably number 4. And Superman's the opposite. His villains to me are underrated. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, he doesn't have any good villains." It's like, no.
right.
He's got
Well,
Lex. He's
part
got
of the-
Zod. He's got Metallo. He's
Part of
got.
the problem is even minor people like Mongol. Not necessarily a problem for him, but for every person, it's
Yeah.
a problem. You know, like it's. I mean, Lobo.
Yeah, Lobo's an anti. Yeah. Lobo's Moxley.
That's true. Lobo is Moxley.
Lobo's Moxley.
Anyway, back to the wrestling.
Yeah, this is the wrestling show.
Hey, all things.
All things geek culture. All things geek culture.
Brandy Rhodes is after Chris Statlander. Good for her. I don't.
And
yeah,
she
I
kissed
mean,
kissed a bald man that we don't know who he is on the bald head. So we'll see.
Luchasaurus is back in action.
Yes.
He beat Sammy Guevara.
Yes.
Poor Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara to me is probably. He just has a natural villain vibe to him. He looks.
He's a Mexican god that gets pinned to left.
But when you he's. And I like his work, and I don't know how Sammy Guevara is in real life. He might be a really nice guy. He looks like the epitome of douche. Like, he's got that snarky, smart-ass smile. He's like, yeah, man, I'm so cool. And, like, you just would, you just really would want to be...
Clap, clap, clap.
Yes. Lobos, Mox, let's get that trending. Let's get that trending along with Heidenreich, 2 librarians. Yes.
Could you imagine if Moxley read that? Like, who the hell is Lobo? I bet he would. I bet
Yeah, I don't know how much...
He doesn't strike me as a comic. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Young Bucks defeated Ortiz and Santana in a Texas street fight. Ah, that's how they won. It wasn't a Mexican street fight.
Yes. I like the match.
Young Bucks are number 1 contenders.
Yeah, they're the number 1 contenders for SCU.
Don't know
Makes
that I
me
would've
wonder
guessed
if they're gonna be the first members of the Elite to get AEW Gold.
Hard to say.
It really is. And that was pretty much
When's
Dynamite.
that going to be? Is that
I don't remember.
next week?
I don't know
Or
if
is
it's
that
next
gonna
week
be-
or
I know
if
they
it's just-
announced their next pay-per-views in February. So.
It's going to be part of C2E2, and I was having plans to go to C2E2, so I might be able to go.
Cool. Well, there we go. That was AEW.
That's
That
AEW.
show there.
Let's get
Let's
through this.
Get those predictions
Because
for
the
this
weather-
event that WWE apparently is putting on.
The weather is
The weather
playing hell with my
outside is
sinuses
crummy.
in Southern Illinois. Excuse
That's
me.
right. The weather outside is crummy, and if you live here, you're a dummy. Get out while you can.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry about that.
he's got good reason to stay. I'm not sure why that come's still here. Anyway.
Because you have this awesome show that you just
That's
so
right.
committed
That's
to.
right. All right. So here we go. Here's what I got anyway
All right.
from the Bleacher Report, because they're pretty current usually. We got the WWE.
And we don't know if anything else was added on SmackDown.
No, we sure don't.
And we said last week how we would,
updated.
if anything cool happened on SmackDown, we'd talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Other than a meme being born of Roman Reigns getting dog food poured on him,
You know,
other than just that becoming a meme, nothing happened.
a meme happened. So there you
A
go.
meme happened.
There you go. I love how they word this. WWE Women's Championship Tag Team match. I'm pretty sure. You know what? Let me pop over to Wiki real quick, because as far as I know, this is just for the tag belts, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's for all belts. 'Cause
No, we don't want this for all the
no,
belts.
it better not be. Surely not.
No. No.
All right. Well, while I figure out what they're wrestling for, it's the Kabuki Warriors versus Charlotte Flair and the man Becky Lynch. I know that much.
I
know it's
would
for their
like
tag
to
belts.
think. You know what's funny is I actually pitched this.
Yeah, it's just for the women's tag.
Wait,
team
it's
championship.
funny. Way back in the day, I pitched that Charlotte and Becky being a tag team to crown the inaugural women's tag team championships at WrestleMania 35 against Bayley and Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was before we even dreamt of Becky becoming the man.
Right.
I'm gonna go Kabuki Warriors. I really feel like it'd be a bad idea to give Becky and Charlotte tag team. I mean, they could be the. Just because I don't like the tired trope of we're tag team champions who hate one another.
Yeah, because they.
It's like so they hate one another. Like it can work to a point, but when you have an established tag team like the Kabuki Warriors, it should not. So every now and again, the tag team champions, their rivals or tag team partners who, whatever, like every now and again when they can capture lightning in a bottle and get on the same page, sure. WWE does it entirely too much.
Right.
And hopefully the Kabuki Warriors win.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, I just have no interest in seeing Becky and Charlotte as a tag team at this point, whereas the Kabuki Warriors are a solid unit. I'm a fan of solid teams having belts.
Me too.
9 times out of 10, so... I'm also going to go with the Kabuki Warriors because it is a definite possibility, even though they've teased, like, almost played it off like Becky and Charlotte could beat them 2-on-1, almost. You know, like, almost these last couple weeks on Raw. But, I mean, you know, plus the Mist exists, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, if I can see that going the other way. Well, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with the Kabuki Warriors. Oh boy, we got a TLC match. That's tables, ladders, and chairs. Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. Roman Reigns, of course. It's an early Christmas present from Vinnie Mac.
Oh, we're still in the show. I'm going Roman Reigns, but I don't give a flying fuck. Roman Reigns is going to win. He's going to do something to humiliate Baron Corbin as revenge for the dog food, and yay.
Bray Wyatt will squash The Miz. I mean, versus The Miz. Who you got and why?
I'm going with the Fiend Bray Wyatt because he's got to look really strong to lose to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and make Roman Reigns look really strong.
This guy, he knows what's going on. I just...
Really strong.
I hope he needs a sledgehammer to do it, because it's going to be a little insulting otherwise. Speaking of which, Bray Wyatt right now, his wrestling style is just the definition of an MMO tank. It's like, I just take all the damage. It's like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. You know? He does like all of 3 moves, and the rest of the time just gets hit and says, no, I don't care.
Right.
That's Bray Wyatt's wrestling strategy these days. He has less moves now than he did when he was...
You know,
It's just me, who is a fan of the character,
Nick,
pointing out the...
we used to make fun of a local wrestler who was supposed to be a hero, but his first interview on YouTube for the promotion was, you know, I'm new here to the St. Louis area, and, you know, I know all you Virgin fans on the internet want to see moves. Well, I don't do moves. I'm here to hurt my opponent. And he's the hero. And we would always, me and Nick, we'd see him do promos and interviews and everything, was like, me no do moves, me do hurt. That's
nice.
the real version of that is Bray Wyatt right now. Yeah. Me no do moves, me do hurt.
That's true.
Happy Friday!
It's funny that those could be mutually exclusive. I'm pretty sure you could hurt.
No, you don't win any of the bubbly. You can... No, that's not how this works. You have won the opportunity to take yourself to littleBitOfTheBubbly.com and buy your own goddamn bubbly.
Really? Has it been 3 months since she defended it? Yeah.
They had to have had a title defense on Raw or some shit.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Well, you know what?
Women's Revolution,
if
everybody.
They get her some contenders. Maybe she could defend the belt. Just saying. All right. So where are we at? Oh, yeah, got it. Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy.
That'll be a good match.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be a really good match. I'm going Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy
it's
just
not
kind of.
Buddy Murphy. I mean,
I'd like for it to be Buddy Murphy.
this is one of those. Oof. Why are we doing this?
Have we disagreed on anything yet on this pay-per-view?
Yeah,
We have not.
I mean, in fairness, they announced this entire card basically this week. I mean, like.
Oli says, Jen, are you saying that Bray is a Sherman tank with a Ferrari engine? That must be some kind of reference I don't understand.
Yeah, because he can take a lot of damage and he just keeps going and going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. I there might be more reference there that I'm not getting to. Honestly, it sounds like something. Sorry. Let me know later. But yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. I mean, if someone steals your wife, you definitely just want to put them through a friggin' table. That's a decisive way. Show them. So we got a tables match. Rusev versus Bobby Lashley.
I have a feeling I'm on Bobby Lashley in this one. Because I can see Vince
Because
McMahon.
he's just putting him through a table.
Yeah, I can see Vince McMahon in this one going like, you know, he ain't a real man. He's the one that got his wife stolen from him. So he's got to lose to show what a pussy he is.
I mean,
Can you not hear that phrase coming from Vince
not only
McMahon?
can I hear that phrase coming from him, but I could see Vince's mind somehow convincing himself that the story he wrote is real, and this is all Rusev's fault.
Yeah.
Although, just to be contentious, and because this one really could go either way, I'm going to go with Rusev, just so we don't agree on everything.
I don't know who that guy is that you're referring to, Eric, but we are planning when it comes in. We are planning on tasting the bubbly. I'm gonna get Jedi, who really doesn't drink very often, to try a little bit of alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, obviously the WrestleMania headliner. Definitely. Without a doubt.
For Donald Trump, Bobby Lashley is gonna shave this man's head. And that's when we're gonna shave Umaga, and Umaga's gonna shave your head. When Bobby Lashley gets his head shaved,
There's no
I don't know what's going on with Donald Trump.
Neither of the women's champions are defending. Neither of the mid-card champions are defending.
No.
This one doesn't even say it's for the title. I hope it is. It'd be a little insulting if Miz is just fighting Bray Wyatt and it's not even for his championship. But either way, I mean, he's going to lose, so who cares? But both the tag team championships are being defended.
See? Tag team wrestling matters in the WWE now.
That's right.
Please don't go to AEW Revival.
Speaking of, the New Day is being challenged by the Revival for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
with the... I think the New Day is going to win this one. Well, the ladder match stipulation definitely favors the New Day more. Of course, I could see them
Was
get...
it a ladder match?
That's what it says.
Oh, it might be.
So,
Okay, that makes sense.
um...
Yeah, kind of gonna have to agree if it's a ladder match.
Yeah,
That
but
advantage New Day.
I'm gonna. My official prediction is gonna be the New Day. However, I could see this being kind of like we're giving you belts again, guys. Please don't go. I know we just released a bunch of guys, but please don't go.
Right.
Please don't go when you're gonna get utilized better. Please.
Yeah, I feel like the New Day. It would be refreshing if the Revival won, kind of.
See, I don't think the Revival should win a ladder match. No flips, just fists. They should not be winning no ladder matches then. They should lose the ladder match.
I disagree if the reason they win is because the other guys did too many flips and took them.
Now, see, I would rather instead of them win the match, they lose and then they get to go on TV and be like, "Yeah, of course we lost. You know, this wasn't no fucking wrestling. This was garbage."
Right. That makes sense.
You know, that's an old school. You know, that's a Horseman thing. You know, I keep bringing up the Horseman, but you know, when the Horseman would lose something, they go on TV and put their own spin on it, and then they go, "No, God damn those fucking the Horsemen. Fuck Tully and Arn saying that, you know, here's why they lost the titles. No, you got your ass whipped. You know, it's no excuses. And then they sneakily win the titles back, and you go, those motherfuckers."
There was really no good order for this. I just kind of went down the card because, I mean, what I assume, for all I know, the tag team match is going to be the main event. It'll probably be freaking Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin. This will probably be the opener, but I did it last. Sue me. Raw Tag Team Championship match, the Viking Raiders in an open challenge.
Well, who do you think the open challenge is going to be?
It's a good question.
And who do you think will win?
Oh, man. I really want to say it's going to be AOP, but I kind of doubt it's going to be AOP. I would like to see that match.
I think it will be AOP.
Oh, wow.
And I think the AOP will win.
Oh, yeah.
Who do I...
You know what? Yeah.
Who do I want it to be?
I'm listening.
The Undisputed Era.
Oh no, that's not
I know.
gonna happen.
Or it could happen, and they will get sufficiently trounced.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time the Viking Raiders have beat them.
Yeah, but here's like, hey, these guys, these guys, it might be a big deal. They're not.
Right.
And that's it, unless there's something else that gets announced
You
in the
know,
next couple days.
AOP makes a lot of sense because they're allied with Seth Rollins right now, who
Mhm.
doesn't have a match on this. That's bizarre. He could help him win.
This feels like a This doesn't feel like
Is that
a
what you're
pay-per-view.
going
This
with?
feels like
AOP?
a yeah.
I know, right?
This feels like a fucking network special. This feels like a Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with super underwhelming. It's not AOP, and the Viking Raiders are gonna win. Who is it
thinking?
gonna be?
B team. Can't say the Ascension anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Why not the B team? It's either gonna be the B team, or they're gonna do this weird thing where even though they're on SmackDown, it's Ziggler and Rude. Because why not?
Rude's suspended. He cannot.
Oh snap. Okay.
Yeah, Rude has a wellness policy violation.
Oh my.
So.
Aren't they? Oh no, they're not. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll go with the B team. Shoot.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, this thing is shaping up to be super underwhelming. So I'll say
Why
this one
not?
will be the Hardy Boys or something.
Yeah, and that is
Could be
pretty.
the Dudleys.
Let's see, I got some more. Well, yes. Christian Leonard National above him match.
Yeah, it really.
AOP can do it. I agree. AOP could do that.
AOP because Rollins. Yeah, that is kind of what I think. That
So this feels like a special
the
edition of
whole
Raw.
no momentum. You know, is this even a pay per view? Is it really happening this Sunday? Thing kind of. That's what sours me on it to the point where I'm like, nah, it's not even.
Remember,
gonna
they
be.
had a couple back in the early days of the brand split, the
Oh,
Raw
yes.
Roulette.
Oh yes.
That this feels like a Raw Roulette.
Mm-hmm.
It's bigger than a normal TV show,
Right.
but not
Right.
pay-per-view quality.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, that's
Or
excuse
the
me.
UK shows back in the day.
Yeah.
At one point when they cared.
Yeah.
They don't care anymore. They used
Yeah.
to. They used
Saudi
to go
shows
all
at least
out.
are on paper
Oh
seem better.
jeez.
They're,
Oh,
they're, they're,
jeez.
they're, they're executed like garbage, but at least on paper they sound better. That is
Yeah,
it for us
yeah.
this week. Let us know your predictions in the
I mean, you're
comment
right.
section below.
And I told my wife, I said, it's the holiday season. I don't even think WWE cares right now. They're,
Right.
it's like, whatever. Just get through this month. And
Yeah.
then we'll do
Get to the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Let
That's
us know
December
your
for you.
predictions in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, subscribe for more content. Not just from the world of what we got here.
Sorry. It's just too funny.
Yep.
That's the way it goes.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Subscribe for more content, not just from the world of pro wrestling, but got anime videos, gaming videos, comic book videos, got videos from all things geek culture, including some
Woo.
tangents of that geek culture here in the
That's
wrestling
right.
videos.
DC.
Go follow me on all my social media pages, facebook.com/athleticgeek89 on Facebook, obviously. Twitter, athletic_geek89. And on Instagram, @athleticgeek89. Jedi, no social media because he ain't got time for that shit. But if you got a question or comment for Jedi, just hit me up on one of the social medias. He will eventually see it and get back to you.
I
But
don't know how I got these scars.
too much actual smiling, being a nice guy, right?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
But for Jedi Jason Kruger, I am the Athletic Geek. We are just two marks. We're out. Have a good one.